change people's lives. That was really awesome. Thank you.
You are an inspirer.
Thank you.
Let's give him a round of applause. You got this, man.
Mars, come on up, man.
I gotta keep this quick because otherwise I'll make Darren look very rock solid and unemotional right now. So I don't know if something's different about the way I see visions than other people. I know Dave has a gift for like spontaneously getting visions. But I have an ongoing vision, and Darren forced my hand because I was like, I'm not going to share my thing because this isn't for me. But I have an ongoing vision of of a place where not everyone is an affiliate or someone who's building a team the way that you guys do. I respect it. I sometimes actually think about it because a lot of you guys inspire me, but that's not my calling. My calling is the people who are the Vanessas and the Kevins and the Darrens and the people who want to serve people like you, because you guys are all doing your thing to serve people who you can build up the way that you guys build them up. Just because something maybe could make me more money, or because it could I could be better known for it, that's not my calling. For me, I find it very fulfilling. I'll get to my vision here in a second because it was related to Darren, but I have to frame it a little bit. For me, I find it very fulfilling. A lot of you have told me, like, you don't quit, do you? Nah, because I'm having fun. I'm not really working. I mean, to be honest with you. So I find it very fulfilling to work with people like Darren. Darren writes our copy, and our copy has like gone through the roof in terms of what goes out and stuff. And so when he was up here sharing his vision, that profoundly affected me, because my vision is it's a consistent one that I just sort of re-energized because we were doing the exercise, which is to have a place where people like you guys, who don't necessarily have the skill set that I have or that the team has, to do the things that we do, to build the things that we build for you. I mean, we did a lot of stuff this weekend, and the team facilitates that, and everybody's going 24/7 this whole weekend. And that's fulfilling to me. And so when Darren was up here, he's got his own business and all that, and I really encourage that with everybody on the team. But that means a lot to me, because what he does for you guys in the writing of the copy and sending out messages to people, and all the copy he writes on the pages and the messages that he puts out, somebody has to do that for you guys to be able to see the success that you guys want. So my vision is a place, and this is the part where I'll break. My vision is a place where an internal team can be part of something bigger than themselves, and not and feel fulfilled about what they do, and feel good about the people that they work with. And I've been doing this for like 23 or 24 years now. God, I'm old. And Dave is the only one who's given enough of a shit about, he genuinely cares about the team. It's not. Get a hug, dude.
And then Melissa, you're next.
This is really, really hard for me.
Turn his mic on.
I got to repeat that. This is really hard for me. I told Justin not too long ago, as a matter of fact, it was at an event, that if you want to torture me, make me meditate. And I was not kidding. It's a scary place for me, and I didn't even know why till tonight. My thoughts go pretty dark when I go pretty deep. And I have a fairly colorful past, pre-Mormon, Dave. today I was struggling. I was sitting there and I'm like, oh no, how do I fake my way through this? Because I couldn't follow. I was struggling. I just could not. This was the light. It was like it was an artificial light. It wasn't right, and I knew that. And I was like, please turn off the lights. Let me see a real light. And then it was like, then there was this bondage, and it was represented by the pain in my body from sitting here for 4 days and being older than you, Mars. And I really was hurting, so I started to gently rock, and the lights dimmed in my mind, and all of a sudden I was in a place where there was people, and they were almost zombies. And what I realized is they're all the people I'm trying to help that I'm allowing to make excuses, that I'm actually enabling a whole community of people, and I'm going the wrong direction. And all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but I got centered, and there was no pain, there was no real light, and I couldn't really find a spot, but there was no pain. Just for a minute, and a phoenix just flew out of that, and it was in the shape of a pyramid. I'm not kidding you. It was in a triangle, and it was flying up, and what I realized was I stopped making excuses for myself, and I stopped allowing excuses of others to affect me and determine my decisions. And at that point, I was elevated, and what I realized that as the phoenix rose, as the pyramid rose, that was an entire community on their own rising with me. Not me dragging them, not me pushing them, not me begging them or buying their way or loaning their way or borrowing my energy, but they were finding their own energy inspired from what they were seeing ahead of them. That's what I saw.
That's huge.
Give me a hug, dude. Come on.
Thanks.
So mine is interesting because I kind of got a message too,
Yeah.
but I'll just kind of cut to the part where you said about how you are combining with the divine, and I got the most amazing image, and I think it's called a supernova when in space, like it's this huge like explosion, and usually that sucks back in. But it stayed expanded, and it didn't go away, and I was in the center of it, and I was kind of like hovering in the center of it. And my gift was, it was interesting. It was it was almost like a system upgrade in my brain. I felt it. Actually, it was light going into my mind, and it was almost like you could see all the spaces, all these spaces and light being filled up in my mind. And the message I got was that from this place where I was hovering on this supernova, and with this, I've been given everything I need to reach all of the people that I saw that I'm going to be attracting, that are coming to me, that need what we have, and all the lives I'm going to change. I'll be given the energy from that space and the divine, that representation of this huge supernova of light that I was on. I'll be giving all the energy from that space, and with the capacity from this upgrade that I've had in my mind, this light that's in my mind. That's what I saw.
Awesome. Round of applause for him, guys.
Well, I've never really been much of a meditator. I've done it sporadically. Never gave it, I have trouble quieting my mind. So most of the time I was sitting there just trying to focus and quiet the mind. And towards the end there, the vision that I saw, I finally got to focus. And I saw a dim planet, and it just kept getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it turned into a very bright Empower Network symbol. And it told me that what we're doing here with Empower Network is that we're doing our part to brighten the world, because there's a lot of people out there who need this. And we're going to introduce a lot of people to our community, and we're going to help a lot of people.
I'll share. So I guess I feel like I'm supposed to share this. I too saw a stadium like in Chicago, like a massive stadium with just rows and rows and rows of people. And I saw someone on stage. Maybe it was Rui. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was anyone in the room. I wasn't quite sure who it was. But out from the stage, I saw like sort of like a supernova, but it was like a blue light, and it just went like just like out in waves all throughout the audience. And then my gift that I saw, surprise, surprise, was this image here on my shirt. But it was freedom, right? Freedom. And it was significant for me because I think I've held myself back in certain ways because doing the right thing for people is really important to me. And sometimes I've held myself back because I have not wanted to harm them by, getting too much money from them, going all in, or having them go to an event. I perceived that there was some harm there. And the message that I got when I saw the word freedom and the symbol on my shirt was that in our business, for the right people, sales equals freedom. Because every time a sale is made to the right person, that's a commission that goes into someone's life, like Robin, Kimberly, or Brian, or George, and that equals freedom. So, and then watching how you guys close the coaching was really important to me because I noticed how you guys spoke to the right people, and you said for some of you we're not speaking to you, and that helped me to understand that I don't have to close every single person into my business. So, yeah.
Something amazing that happens when a vision comes from somewhere beyond you. You have that moment when you're standing with a person you've just recently got to know, and you look into their eyes and you see a light shining. You look into their eyes and a vision comes into your mind. You look into their eyes, and in that moment, you see something that truly is divine. When you look at their eyes and you recognize something way older than should be there. When you look at someone and you realize that you're standing in the presence of something divine, of someone divine. And when I look out at this audience today, and as I see you sitting at your seat at home, I see a light shining. And from that light, I see power. And I just want to let you know that when I look at you, that's what I see. Light and power. I see it too. You're all beautiful. Every single one.
And sometimes I don't think you realize how beautiful you are or how much you can do. Sometimes you get caught in thinking what you can't do. But that's all the past. And I've seen this week the light up in lots of people. Myself too. That's what gifts are for. They're for giving. And they come out when you're loving. Because gifts aren't for yourself. But it's amazing how when you give, you begin to receive in a different way. And that's really what this is all about when we empower people, which is our name and what we do. We're giving. The blessing, it's flowing through us, like Tracy's vision. We have an abundance that we're giving away. And we can't give away the abundance because the more we give, the more it comes, like a river flowing through time. I wrote on my Facebook wall one time that Empower Network is like a river of prosperity running through time, watering all the trees in the surrounding forest as it goes, growing into mighty oak trees like Paul Hutchings' metaphor he posted on his wall one day. And that's really what we do. We grow people. We give them the light to grow strong roots in the ground, and to grow leaves up towards the light in the sky, and to stand on their own. That's what we do. That's what Empower Network is. So what I want to do actually is I want to just end by speaking some life into y'all. And so I think, unless you have anything else to say, we have the Ice of Phoenix music. I'm not going to scream because I can. But I had this pop into my head, so I think I should do it. All right. Now everybody stand up. You two on the internet. You two on the internet. Louder. I believe in you, Dee. Justin, you are a king. I see a light lighting up inside of you. And it's spreading around, Kevin, to all the world. As we stand in our vision and we realize that we're just not a company. We are a people, Darren. A people that are there to empower the world around us. And you have gifts, George, gifts that you don't know that you have. Light inside of you that's more than just a marketing message, more than just an email. Every decision that you create is not just a decision to buy. Every decision that you create is a decision that changes somebody. Mike Hobbs, you are a leader of nations. And you'll step into greatness you've never known, Tracy. The first million took a long time. The second million's going to come quicker is what I believe. And I believe that this room here will turn into armies. Not just an army of a room of people not making money, an army of a room that's bigger than this. A room bigger than this of diamonds, I believe. All of you, Rob, your biggest check has not been made, but this one you'll actually be able to cash. Because we're going to be here for you. We're going to be here for your team. So you can let go of that burden. It's in the past. I believe you have your breakthrough, Rob. I believe that you are stepping into it right now. And everybody in this room, I want you to know, Darren, Mars, we will see greater things than the past. We're going to step into a greater future on the internet. I know that you couldn't be at this event, but you can be at the next one because I see the light in you and I believe in you. And I believe in what we're doing. And I want to let you guys know I'm here. Let's rock this. I can't talk anymore. Everybody shout out. Things are coming.